Today I'm going to be doing urban sketching, but I'm going to be doing it from a photograph. Today's urban sketch will be the City Hall in Kingston, Ontario. Urban sketching was originally thought of as something you should do on location, with other people preferably, and to post your work online. But I think since COVID that's probably changed. I think it's okay to do it from a photograph. If you are in a place and you don't have the time to sit there and do a sketch, but the subject is something that really catches your attention, you want to tell that story, you want to share that image, then I think it's okay to pull out your phone and take a photograph. And then when you're at home and you have time, you take out your photo and do your urban sketch. So with this drawing, I want to focus on the dome. So I start the drawing at the top of the page. And sometimes I just have to put some marks down on the paper to sort of get my bearings. And this is the point where I realize, I've made the domes too long and too skinny. So I fix that. Once I think I have the dome right, I use the size of the dome as a reference for the other parts of the building. I'm working on hot press paper so it's very smooth, and I'm sketching it out with a mechanical pencil. You want to give the idea that you have all the details, but you don't actually have to include them. You can include as much or as little as you feel you need. That's part of the fun of urban sketching. As long as you get the idea across, you don't actually, in a large building, have to count all the windows. You just have to show that there's a lot of windows. Sometimes you look at a subject and you see a shape, but you don't know exactly what that shape is or what it does, but you can include it. You don't have to specify, and that's part of the joy of urban sketching. You can skew the perspective if you want, you can use crazy colors if you want. It's about trying to get across the feeling that you're getting at that moment. Here's another example of handling the detail. On the dome there are these clocks, and they have very ornate detail around them, but I don't have to show that. I just have to indicate that there's some sort of detail there. I don't even have to actually put 12 numbers around the clock. I'm probably putting in a little bit more detail than I normally would because I'm focusing in on one part of the building. Now I easily could have ended the sketch right here using the roof line as the cutoff point for the sketch, but I kind of like the juxtaposition of the trees against the building, and so I wanted to at least include the top of the trees. For the inking part, I'm using Micron fine liners. The inking portion is fairly straightforward, so I'm just going to speed that up a bit and turn up the music. I added in some shading with Tombow water-based markers. The shading pulled the image together and I cropped the image, but I decided that something was missing and it needed a little bit of color. Using alcohol-based markers, I added a little bit of warmth to the building and some green to the trees, and just a hint of blue around the building to indicate sky. You can support my channel by subscribing so YouTube will share my videos with more people. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you for watching.